Do it.
Hey, everybody, get in here. It is time for the Morning Yank. I'm Shawn Chachi today, and this is Fonzie, my partner on the Morning Yank. I forgot the damn name was Chachi today. Gia. Oh, so are we also like 90s rappers?
Yes.
Oh, my God. We got a lot going on today.
Well, I mean, everybody else has their own thing. You know, yours is get in here, and Ron's got his thing. Yeah, I mean, everybody's got their thing, and Joan. So I'm like, Gia.
I like
it. Short and sweet, you know? Short and sweet.
I like it. Gets right to the point.
Exactly.
Well, welcome, everybody. This is the Morning Yank, and what this is a morning show for the woke. We're going to cover all kinds of things, current events, news, things going on in the media, but from a aware perspective, you know, a peek at what's really going on behind the bullshit, basically. But those that gather here tend to be pretty aware and awake people. Our comment section's usually pretty active. Please participate in the show. If it's your first time here, this is conversational. We will be incorporating the comments. Like, let me say hi to everybody who's here already. Lolly got first. Hey, Lolly. And Helen's here. Joan and Dana and Holly. Ron. And yeah, I'm good to see Ron here. Ron usually is at work, but at least he got to stop by and say hi. Dale's here.
Guy.
But yeah, good to see you guys. And yeah, let's get going with the Morning Yank. That's what this is. This is the morning show. I wish we could do this every day. This is fun. That's a nice one.
It is. That's what she said.
It is.
So yeah, I mean, we're woke. So like, you know, we're all for this impeachment, you know, going on right now. I don't even care about coronavirus relief right now because we got to get this fucking impeachment done, Shawn. This is the most important thing in my life right now is this impeachment. Has to be done, you know, but we don't need coronavirus relief. I mean, what the fuck, dude? We're cool. Don't worry about us, Joe. You just keep on with that impeachment.
This is ridiculous, this impeachment. I really think. I know you're still in your masker character frame of mind, which is weird with the Fonzie logo under your name.
So Florida woman, you know how we always do Florida man? Florida woman working for Fox 13, WKFL in Florida. She called the cops during the Super Bowl on people not wearing masks.
Really?
She called the cops 35 times. Finally, the police said, listen, you're in Florida. The laws are a little bit different here.
That's crazy.
She thought she could bring her carrot-esque fucking, victimhood from the fucking left all the way over to Florida. Like, she didn't realize that Florida was a totally different state. Florida doesn't have coronavirus laws. None. Zero.
Really?
Yeah, it's the NFL that told them they couldn't fill the stadium. Otherwise, Florida would have filled the stadium.
That was weird. I didn't even watch it. The Super Bowl, did you?
No, you can't say that.
What?
Pro Football Championship.
Oh, what? You can't say Super Bowl?
Nope. That's a trademark. It's a trademark.
Oh.
Well, no, you can. You can because you don't have any commercials or anything. But if you start getting sponsors, you cannot say that word. That's why if you notice, a lot of them will be like, come to Art Van for the big game sale.
They do.
That's because they're not allowed to say Super Bowl. I just fucking said it.
I didn't know that. Superb Owl. Let's just say Superb Owl or Sports Ball Championship.
I like that one, Sports Ball Championship.
Tom Brady, though, I knew he was going to win the sports ball game.
Dude, the guy's amazing. Like you
I was
said yesterday.
It all before the game, wasn't I?
He's getting younger.
I slept through it.
Guy's 44 years old. He's getting younger. He just won his 7th championship. He was in his 11th Super Bowl. That's amazing. Like, everybody made a big deal because, and rightfully so, when Joe Montana, Terry Bradshaw, these guys were going to 5 and 6 Super Bowls.
Well, now that Brady has more Super Bowls than any other team in any team's history, any other team itself. He has more championships personally.
Yep, he's he played for Michigan, University of Michigan. He wasn't even a starter.
About that. I didn't follow his college career. I don't really follow sports ball much. I used to when I was younger.
Shit, the year he came out, he was 7th round pick. The number 1 pick overall was Ryan Leaf.
Drafted 199, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I'm surprised I knew that. I just recently read it is the only reason why I knew it.
Right. So, yeah, we need this impeachment. I'm pretty sure that trying to impeach and take a man out of office that's no longer in office, I'm sure that has nothing to do with trying to make you look over here while they still fuck you on the coronavirus shit over here. I'm sure that has nothing to do with that, right? But they know their base.
There's no way that it's complete theater, and that's what Trump's legal team is pushing it as too. Defense says that it's complete political theater.
The guy, I guarantee you, Trump does not want to be back in office anyways. What he was already talking about, even before he left office, was he would rather broaden the scope, broaden the horizon and allow more people, instead of just one guy. So he's supposedly, even if he doesn't start his own party, he's going to do something. He's going to do something. But he's not going to be back in office. I can guarantee you that. He's a celebrity. He loves being a celebrity. He had his rant. The guy's done everything in his life he's ever wanted to do. He became president on his first try. This is real shit, whether you like the guy or not. And they know their base. They literally know their base because they know their base is literally 100% anti-Trump. They don't have a single pro-Joe follower. Not one. So they know their base. So they're like, what can we do to get people to forget about the coronavirus bill that we're fucking them on? What could we possibly do? And then they're like, I got it. Let's impeach Trump. A guy that's not even in office. No, he's not even in office anymore. And he doesn't even plan to be in office ever again. But hey, you know what? Let's go ahead and give our base something that they can eat popcorn and watch TV about. But then again, you know what? Your base can't watch TV or eat popcorn because they can't get their insulin to fucking put salt on their fucking popcorn. And they don't have a TV to fucking watch because you didn't give them their fucking $2,000 paycheck
that he promised. Look how much that meant.
Everything.
You can expect more of that.
It's bizarro with these motherfuckers, man. They'll burn shit down for an entire summer, and then they'll burn DC down and blame it on the right. even though everybody caught so far 45 people linked to fucking Antifa, right? And but nobody's talking about those guys, right? Nobody, not a single one. They're all they're
I
talking
think that
about.
shit with them busting out windows. Sorry to cut you off, but that shit with them busting out windows and stuff at Democratic headquarters, that was shit they were doing to try and start a riot, get something going, and it then backfired. Nothing took off. So then they just buried it in the news cycle.
I have a different outlook on it.
You do? What is yours?
I've been saying for weeks. You better watch what you ask for. When you hire these anarchists to come in and burn shit down, they're not going to leave when the job is over. They love burning shit down. They don't give a fuck what side you vote for. Anarchists do not care if you're right or left. The anarchists are fucking literally what they want to do is burn the entire thing down and then rebuild it. That's their plan. And so you gave them an in. You welcomed them in. You gave them an in. You got them going all summer. You funded them. You gave them practice in Minnesota and all these other fucking places. And then after you had the practice like football, you had to practice all summer and get them ready for this big event. Well, the big event came and went, and they expected all their buddies to leave, right? No, that's not how they work. These people, they're going to burn shit down. That's what they do. So now if you see a lot of the left are fucking finally starting to talk bad about them and talking about how, some of these, they need to be fucking brought up on charges and this and that. They didn't say this shit all summer long. And the only reason they're saying it now is because it's gotten out of hand. And I've been saying it the whole fucking time. You know what? When you hire fucking anarchists, don't expect them to leave when the job is done. They're not going to fucking leave.
Well, don't they do that with everything? They did that with terrorists as well.
Yeah.
They built up these terrorist cells and then just like walked away and left them be with all these fancy weapons. And
yep. So now that their paid peoples are starting to become a threat to them, it no longer is summer of love, peaceful protest. Now they're calling it what it is. And the only reason is because they feel threatened themselves because they started a bomb that they can't fucking turn off.
Yeah. Holly, we know that it's politics and it's theater, and they are blood-sucking creatures. You're right. And it's just disgusting, really.
That's the whole impeachment thing. That's theater, bro.
It is theater, and it's a distraction. And that's really the point that Paul's making, I believe, if I'm getting it correctly, is we're being distracted, especially from the virus relief bill that they promised. Because they're doctoring the shit out of that now. You see they're walking it all the way back to where you have to make under 50 grand to even qualify now.
Right. I wouldn't qualify for that. And then also you watch as they keep going with this impeachment bullshit, they're going to drop that down to 25,000. You know why they're going to do that, don't you, Shawn? Because everybody got unemployment. Nobody was denied unemployment. So you literally made 25,000 just on unemployment alone. They're going to make sure nobody gets that money. The only ones that are going to get that money are going to be the ones that didn't file for unemployment that are already on welfare.
And foreign interest groups and special interests and all of those people that will get the biggest majority of it anyway.
Oh, yeah.
They got like 85% of the first two.
It's their bill.
Yeah. Oh, Helen. I just saw something in the comments that I wanted to get to
about the WHO.
Mm-hmm. I have it pulled up too, so I'm going to bring the article in too. Let me stop the banner really quick. I know.
Chach.
I need to put that back up. But yeah, the WHO is dropping the investigation into whether the COVID leaked from the Wuhan lab, calling the theory unlikely. I was checking this out this morning, and it refuses to confirm that the coronavirus even originated in China as Biden begins to strengthen ties with them.
Of course.
It says the findings suggest that the laboratory incidence hypothesis is extremely unlikely to explain the introduction of the virus to the human population. Therefore, it is not a hypothesis that we advise to suggest future studies into the understanding of the origin of the virus. Why is it not a likely explanation? Why would it not be? Is it more likely that it originated from a bat in a food market?
No.
No. They were doing gain-of-function research studies on coronaviruses in bats at this lab being funded by Fauci and Gates.
The computer repairman was there 16 days before the outbreak, and he was doing a TED Talk in front of thousands of fucking people. And he literally said that they needed to create new viruses in order to strengthen the vaccines that they're making. That's all I know. And then literally 16 days later, this shit gets released from Wuhan. And it was released from Wuhan. Even Fauci admitted it. Fauci said the same thing because Trump said that the virus is in the cure. And then Fauci runs up, grabs a mic, and he's like, eh. And he starts talking about how he says, well, yeah, technically that's correct. I mean, the viruses are in the flu shots and vaccines, but that's how the body reacts to them. But they're dormant viruses. And then he even said that originally he said that it's very likely that this came from a lab because he showed that it had what it was SARS with HIV traits. And he was talking about the HIV traits being those little suction cups that stick out, around it. He literally said that this was a man-made virus. And then he walked it back and then he fucking started reading the script. But I always tell people, even on 9/11 and shit like that, always watch the experts, always watch the news as the event is happening because they're not given a script yet. And they got to fucking say something and they got to run with something. So they're going to fucking run with the truth, and especially on 9/11, shit like that. For instance, the Florida shooter. This was like 5 years ago. The guy went into an airport and shot up the place. The guy on TV, Lester Holt, reported that he was part of the military, and that the shooter claimed that he heard voices in his head. So we know where this comes from now. We're talking Montauk shit. So the guy hears these voices. He goes to the airport. The voice tells him a certain bag is going to come around the terminal. That bag fucking comes around the terminal. He grabs that bag. The voice tells him, go to the bathroom. He goes to the bathroom. The voice tells him, open the bag. He opens the bag. There's a fucking 9mm in there. Pulls it out. The voice tells him, look under the sink in the bathroom. He fucking opens up the sink door, and there's the clip. Puts the fucking clip in the gun, and then the voice fucking tells him to go out, and he fucking goes on a shooting rampage. And this was literally Lester Holt reported that originally, that was what happened. And then they walked that shit back, and you never heard about it again. That was the biggest fucking massacre at an airport in history, and they scrubbed it within minutes. You never heard about it again. Every one of these fucking mass shooters, and if you think I'm lying, please do the research. Every single mass shooter is linked to the military in one way or another. Family with military, or their parents were military and they lived on a military base, whatever, or military themselves. Every single fucking one of them, every one of them are linked to the military. Even that fucking one kid, David, fucking what's his name, Hodge or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? That kid, that activist. Yeah, that activist kid. Even he's linked through the CIA. His dad was in the CIA.
Did you see he's starting a company to compete with the MyPillow?
Can
you believe that shit? That's true.
Shawn, it's a big club and we ain't in it.
I know. But yeah, they're gonna boost this kid as the competitor to Mike Lindell and MyPillow. So because they're gonna take down anyone who had anything to do with Trump. And they love them. You were just talking about it earlier that they're using him as a useful distraction.
Yes, they'll never get rid of him. They're not. They will never fucking stop talking about him because that's their whole base. If you look in your your messenger. I sent you a picture in your messenger. This
Right.
is very interesting. This is to the point where they literally do not fucking care anymore. They will openly tell you that, yes, we are a cabal. Yes, we cheated this election. Yes, we did it because we think this is for your own good.
This is from Time. And it says
This is
that's
from
why the
Time.
participants want the secret history of the 2020 election told. Even though it sounds like a paranoid fever dream, a well-funded cabal of powerful people ranging across industries and ideologies working together behind the scenes to influence perceptions, change rules and laws, steer media coverage, and control the flow of information. They were not rigging the election. They were fortifying it.
Fortifying it.
And they believe the public needs to understand the system's fragility in order to ensure that democracy in America endures. Is that what HR 1 is supposed to be for?
HR 1 is...
Act? No, I know. It's to help rig elections. But it's always the opposite. They tell you that they're telling you it's to ensure the integrity of elections. That's the exact opposite of what it's for.
In 2016, this is literally everything on there that you're reading. We got in 2016 in emails telling us that the reason why they choose the delegates in a smoke-filled back room, the reason why they do this shit is because for your own good, because they don't want their words, not mine. They don't want a grassroots up and comer taking over their club. Their words, not mine. They don't give a fuck, Shawn. And they practiced in 2016 everything you're seeing in 2020. Everything. This is like flashbacks. I'm literally reading the same thing they sent me.
No, and I feel that way all the time. That's why I keep coming back to Bernie being involved from the very beginning. That these were trial runs to see if they could get away with it.
Yep. Guaranteed.
But yeah, there it is right there in black and white. That's wild. In Time magazine.
Oh, they don't give a fuck. Who knows?
No, they don't care.
They literally don't give a shit if you point out their hypocrisy. They think they're so much better than us that it's a joke to them, our opinions or anything.
Did you see this yet? This is recently released CCTV footage that shows a Biden ballot dump in Detroit, your neck of the wood. The security footage from the TCF Center in Detroit showed the dumping of fake Joe Biden ballots in the 2020 election. The footage released by the Gateway Pundit showed a white vote mobile van delivering boxes of ballots to TCF Center at 3:30 a.m. on November 4th.
They don't care, Shawn.
Probably are all ballots for Biden, probably. And the interesting thing was a lot of the ballots for Biden only voted for Biden. That's why they did so poorly down ticket.
You know what this reminds me of, Shawn?
What?
This reminds me of the mafia back in the day when they had all the judges, cops, they had the congressmen, senators, everybody in their pocket. And anytime a fucking cop would arrest one of them, they would literally go in front of the fucking judge and would be like, put me in jail, see what happens. And they'd be like, you're free. Because they'd be like, come on, Jimmy, talking to the judge and shit. They'd be like, come on, Jimmy, thought we already talked about this. And they'd be like, fuck. Because the motherfuckers, that's what reminds me of. It reminds me of they're going out doing all this shit like you're showing right now in plain sight, not giving a fuck, and basically saying, do something about it, bitch. We own the judges. We own the cops. Do something about it, bitch.
That's crazy. This is just nuts. And then they're accusing Trump and now trying to impeach him for doing everything that they did. They even created a fake, because I believe that was a whole PSYOP created event, the Capitol riot, the climax of the QAnon and all of the bullshit that had been building the entire time. The payoff was that little Capitol riot bullshit false flag that they now can use to try to put everything they're doing onto Trump. Look, he tried to pull off a coup, a violent insurrection at the Capitol. When they have the military shutting down the country till April, and Congresswomen like Tulsi Gabbard even asking if we're under martial law. They are the ones using the military to pull off a coup.
That's a great question, but I don't think it's Trump per se. Now I sound like the vampires on South Park per se, but I don't think it's Trump. I think originally it was supposed to be Bernie. If Bernie wouldn't have backed down after the tour, after Obama gave Bernie the tour, if he doesn't back down and he continues to be old school Bernie Sanders, all this shit you're seeing about Trump now, all the bad news, all the bad press, all the accusations, even the Russian hookers pissing on him, that was supposed to be Bernie. If you want to look at the so-called supposed Russian fucking memes, they're all of Bernie. So how does that help Trump?
Right.
No, this was originally planned for Bernie.
The same scandals on Bernie?
Yes, I guarantee it 1,000,000%. They didn't care no matter who it was, no matter who their opponent was, but it was all set up for Bernie. They didn't think Bernie was going to back down so easily. Hindsight's always 20/20.
He folded like a lawn chair.
He did. After that meeting, he came out of the meeting fucking looked like he wanted to cry. Had the black eye and shit. Like that was an accident. Oh, I slipped and fell at Obama's house.
Right. And I need a new wire for the speaker.
If you look up too, I bet you Google still has it, the Black Eye Club. You'd be amazed. It's literally like almost like a badge of honor with these people. That's how when you get in the club.
There we go. Technology was betraying me, sir.
I love technology.
It still is.
All scripted. You are absolutely right.
I know. We know, but you can't not talk about it.
Oh, yeah, it's entertaining.
In the room, it's going on. And that's what I was saying about the Capitol riots. I believe that was staged and orchestrated psyop. I even talked about on the news last night how there was actual Army psyops officers that were leading groups of them into the Capitol.
Oh, yeah.
She claims that she was working on her own, but of course she does.
Mm-hmm. That Army chick.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure she's risking her entire military career to work on her own. You watch. She'll be promoted.
No, what they'll do is they'll make it look like they fired her and reprimanded her, all that shit. But then magically overnight, she'll get about $10 million in donations into her bank account. It's all an act.
Yeah. Oh, you think they'll throw her under the bus completely?
Yeah, they'll throw her under the bus and pay her.
I figured they'd bury that story and just go ahead and promote her like they did the 9/11 generals that all dropped the ball.
They'll still bury the story. They'll still bury the story, but yeah, like either they'll promote her or they'll give her a really nice fucking severance fucking send off.
Yeah. Whatever her live stream is, she'll be opening that business.
Writing a book.
Right.
These cocksuckers.
How in the hell is Hunter Biden writing a memoir, and what's going to be in it?
Fucking, I bet you, dude, it's probably going to be sweet. Think about it. Hookers and cocaine. Honest. Hookers and cocaine.
You're like, I love it.
I love hookers and cocaine. That would be the greatest ever.
You know what? I'm having a change of beliefs, and it's bothering me. And I've been having it for a while now, and I don't know how to talk about it. But this article, it might lead us into it. This is an article about a complaint from a gender fluid author that got an Aussie bookstore to apologize for hosting a feminist author in 2018. 2 years ago.
3 years ago.
Well, yeah, I'm not very good at math. I've said that millions of times.
I was just surprised. I got it.
But I'm just saying, what the fuck? Dude, this is out of hand. I'm changing my opinion. I used to be a big proponent of, look, if you're happy, then I want you to be happy, and I want to support you. But we can't do this, man. You need to be able to. Why can't she be a feminist author, for one? And it was so long ago. You see what I'm saying? Am I making sense? I'm walking a tightrope.
No, you're going back exactly to what we just talked about.
Am I?
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna cancel her for her beliefs and shit, and it's literally goes back to
But why though?
was I going?
You know what I'm saying? That
this
is out of hand. You know, I had.
No, it goes back to they do what they want, whenever they want.
What's gonna happen?
It goes back to it goes all the way back to they do whatever they want, whenever they want, and they're going to do it right in front of you, and they don't give a fuck what you think. You're taking away somebody's rights, literally.
They're erasing everything, and this agenda is weird to me. I don't understand this.
It is weird.
Like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't even fully understand what gender fluid means.
Like radiator fluid. I think you can buy it at O'Reilly's.
Gender fluid? Is that like blinker fluid?
Just like it. I think you get it in the blinker fluid aisle.
No, man, I'm starting to stop supporting it. You know what I mean? And especially, did you see that Biden passed that? Or it was an executive order, wasn't it? Allowing
transgender in the military?
Basically men to compete against women. I'm going to be Joe Rogan for a second because look, you can look it up on YouTube, and he talked about it and he got blasted to shit, and there's no reason why he should have. There's a fight. It's happened. And it was brutal.
Yeah, a wrestler. Did you see that wrestler?
Times, but go ahead. I don't know about the one you're saying.
No. All I was going to say is there was one with a wrestler that went all the way to the championships, and he was just beating the shit out of these fucking chicks, and you could tell it was a fucking boy.
Well, now there's this sprinter. He is just destroying records now, and he was never able to compete at the male level. Went to female and is dominating because he's genetically different. It's just a fact.
It is.
I'm sorry. I see. I knew it. I knew I was going to put my foot in my mouth. I'm not saying that I don't want everyone to be able to be who you are. I'm saying that when you start trying to push those ideologies across the board, it doesn't always work out. People are going to get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not just that women are going to stop winning sprinting competitions. It's just there's also violent sports where this UFC fight. It's not one UFC, but MMA fight is a fantastic example of it. And
do you got video of it?
I don't. It's very hard to find. I did see it when Rogan was talking about it. It's brutal, and that's the reason why they've taken it down almost everywhere where you can get it. Because I mean, he doesn't hold back, and she just gets destroyed. And I don't know. And they're the same weight. It's a fight. Weight classes, they're just genetically different. I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep saying that. I feel bad, but there's an agenda going on, and my politeness is getting weaker at ignoring it. Something weird's happening because didn't they just make it against the rules? And wasn't it the Senate to use certain gender terms? What is going on?
I don't know.
You're extremely uncomfortable. I can see it. I should be too. I'm putting my foot in my mouth pretty hard.
Well, I mean, I could give my opinion on the whole situation. Is if that's your thing, then that's your thing. But like kind of like what you said, you have to force it on everybody else or whatever.
It's weird.
It is. It
That's
really
a weird,
is.
but it's not. It's an agenda. Anything that they're pointing the cameras at or anything that rises to the top is being supported by the mainstream establishment. So the power behind this didn't happen organically. It's not a grassroots movement that just got out of hand. It's being promoted.
Well, the ones that are getting caught up in all this shit is the transgender people themselves and their families and shit. They're like because one, you can use an example of the MMA fighter. Because this guy wanted to be an asshole, and my whole theory is you're an asshole or you're not. So this guy wanted to be an asshole, and then now you got all these other people that have to literally defend this one fucking asshole when the other ones just want to live their lives. But you're always going to have assholes, and no matter what the fuck happens, but there's good people in every fucking everything. There's always good people in everything. I worked with a lot of gay people on my last job, man, and they were the fucking man. We had such good conversations. Fucking, it was great, man.
That's why it's
like
such an uncomfortable conversation to have, because it's just out of hand. It's gone insane. I'm not saying that anyone shouldn't be able to live the life they choose to live. I believe in that, but when this is getting ridiculous.
It is. Well, you're going to hurt somebody. At least do, like they always say, follow the science. At least do the science. Find out. Get 100 average women and 100 average men, and have them punch a punching bag, and then you do all your weights and measurements and see who hits harder on average. And then if the fucking men hit harder on average than the women, then it's pretty well fucking known fact that they probably shouldn't be fighting each other in the ring.
Well, I think that would be extremely unnecessary, but maybe you're right. You were talking about this, and I think it's interesting that it's being hardly reported on, but that there is the deportations. This article's about deportations under Biden. ICE is still moving ahead full strength. No one's really crying about it anymore, though.
Oh, no. He's filling them up. He fucking lured them.
They even started calling them detention centers, and they started calling them overflow facilities and shit like that.
They fucking lured them. It goes all the way back. It goes all the way back to the Clintons. Gary Webb. Gary Webb talks about it. He says that, they created crack cocaine, distributed it into the inner cities. Then came in the war on drugs. But as the war on drugs was happening, so was independent contractors buying up prisons. And literally, who owns fucking the majority of independent fucking prisons is fucking Dick Cheney, the Clintons, and fucking Biden. These are facts. They have a lot of fucking money in these things. So all of a sudden, fucking same shit. Same shit. Yep. And he fucking lured them all. He lured them all to their own crazy. Fucking, and he's fucking locking them all up one after another.
And they're not.
He's getting 30 grand per head. That's a lot of money. You're $30,000 per head. That's what you make per year in fucking tax write-offs and fucking government subsidies and shit for locking up their prisoners, because you own the prison, but it's still their prisoners. It's a lot of fucking money, man. 30 grand per head. And they're locking them up by the fucking thousands every day at the border right now. By the thousands. They're looking up people's past records and shit and seeing if they're even suspected of any crimes. And if they're suspected, boom, you're going straight to fucking jail. And you're filling up. Oh no, I'm sorry, overflow detention center, overflow facility.
Yeah, they're all cushy now, and they have nice pillows and blankets. and all has
These are
rainbows
facts.
everywhere. There's rainbows on the walls now.
Did they forget about El Deporte? I mean, the fucking deporter in chief, Obama.
Yeah, they did. Well, they don't watch Fox, and that's why Fox is allowed to do what they do, because they're just for the people that they allow to,
Yep.
and don't really affect anything, and they allow them to hear what because they always have to put it out there. That's why Fox exists. The rest of the networks, though, full screen, point the cameras the other way.
Yep. Oh, they
And
create
then they
the
make
scenario.
Fox look like raving lunatics. It's the same purpose that Alex Jones suits in the wider truth market. He makes us look ridiculous. He sprinkles truth, but he allows you to point to him at any point that you start to sound anywhere like him and be like, "Oh, you're crazy," like Alex Jones. That's what they do.
It only takes one. I mean, the whole Q community, whether it's real or not, it only takes one infiltrator to come in, write a bunch of fucking off the wall retarded shit, and all of a sudden you got 5 or 6 other Q people posting it as if that's fucking real, and then now they can point at the whole fucking community and be like, you guys are all idiots, and this is bullshit, and you're dumb, you know. I always say, though, a lot of these things, like even BLM, a lot of these organizations, even the Q community, I think they're usually on the up and up for a minute. But whenever there's power or money involved, they're going to get their shit back.
Yeah.
And they'll use it to their advantage and use it as a LARP. Fucking huge.
I think that's exactly what they did with that.
Yep.
I think I know for a fact there was a lot of really good-hearted people that were involved in that, but it was a psyop from the very beginning. I'm convinced of it. You know, that's my observation from watching it. That's what it looked like to me.
See, well, at the beginning they were talking real shit. Like they said, John McCain, the songbird. They said the songbird will sing, and all of a sudden, within 4 days, John McCain's funeral happened. So there was a lot of stuff that was.
Well, I think it was real.
That's
what I mean, though. Like
for like a minute.
By the Alpha Biddles in the military, and so I think that was all legit. I think that's who was steering it, but they were sprinkling shit and just giving you little bird seeds planted along the way, and then that way pull you in. It got to give you something real.
Well, yeah, and it keeps you docile too. It keeps you from.
There was a theory I saw, and this is a theory. I'm not. It makes a lot of sense to me, but that Q was actually a quantum computer. The drops were actually coming from a quantum computer that was looking at all these different scenarios that could potentially happen.
I heard that. That makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense. And
like the doomsday fucking programs and shit.
Yeah. And that even ties into maybe its name, like Q, quantum computer. I don't know. I like that theory. It's a good theory. But I think it was completely manipulated by the Alpha Biddles from the beginning to, like I always said, and I kept saying it, to lure in the alphas, the don't tread on me types that would normally be up in arms, to keep them convinced that there was some kind of a plan going on, because now they're still in shock. They don't know what to think. Some of them are still holding on to March 4th. All kinds of theories. Like they're holding on still to the fake Washington theories that they're not really in Washington. I've talked about that too. And I'm coming around to the idea that maybe they always film these kind of things on a soundstage.
Even Trump back in the day.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Because look, what Oval Office, I mean, I'm sure it's nice, but is it hooked up for lighting and shit? Like, you would think lighting rigs everywhere would be kind of obnoxious in your office. So maybe you go to a soundstage to do these photo ops.
Yes, that is fucking. That would actually be more realistic than them actually being there. Yeah. This is all a fucking act. It's all theater. So.
The better it looks, the more staged it is. Just obviously, it's going to look like shit if you cram everything into an Oval Office. You're going to have cameras and people everywhere. You're going to see mic stands and the better it looks and the clearer the picture is, the more space they have to work in. Just makes sense.
I got I can add on to that.
Please do.
They always do shit outside, like the Rose Garden. That's where they would do their press conferences and all that shit. They always do shit outside, you know. But whenever they would do stuff inside, you know, it could be a fucking stage. You know, it could be a fucking Hollywood setup.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm starting to think. Because, you know, there was clearly a green screen glitch at the inauguration shit with Obama. We showed it.
Yep.
You know, and it's clear as day. So, but what if they've just always, I mean, why wouldn't you? You have the ability.
If
you know,
I need
they
to make
faked the moon landing. Why wouldn't you fake your other shit?
Right. But if I'm powerful and I'm a fucking, you know, billionaire like these guys are, if I need to make an appearance, I could be in Hawaii and I could fly to fucking Washington in no time at all. Drop down in one of those fucking tunnels below the airport, pop back up in the fucking White House, and boom, you're there in what, 40 minutes?
Well, yeah. Or you could just not go and do it in front of a green screen.
Right. No, yeah.
Be wherever you are.
I'm saying, like, if you ever really had to make an appearance.
Yeah, no, they could do it for sure.
And you would never know. Does anybody ever get video of like Trump or Biden or anybody walking around, you know, inside, from the outside, you know, through the windows, seeing them walk? You never see
really
that shit
there. You know, it could just be a building like the kid from Home Alone when he made his house look like it was alive.
It's just a build. It's a fucking look over here. It's a distraction.
Yeah.
It's another lie.
I don't know. I think that makes more sense than. Did you hear me do your joke last night?
Which one?
Your joke, man. That was golden. I want to do it on stage. Where on March 4th, Trump's going to fly in on a bunch of bald eagles and morph into JFK Jr. and then shoot lasers with his magical Q glasses.
He is. I'm telling you, man.
There's people that think that.
And then March 3rd is going to be the Michael Jackson concert.
Is that what The Weeknd is turning himself into? Is he trying to become Michael Jackson?
I didn't watch any of that.
I didn't either, but I was wondering what the symbolism was.
The jock straps?
There was, yeah, but he even did a thing. He come out in a bandage like he was Michael Jackson after the plastic surgery. Didn't he? Or I don't know. I'm so confused.
Maybe that's
he's a weirdo.
Maybe that's the real MJ. I'm going to start that on.
Because somebody shared something with me about the satanic symbolism during the halftime show, and then somebody on Gab told me it was from 2017. So I'm like, well, what? I didn't even watch it.
No,
I was asleep.
No, I forgot about it. I turned it on. It was like a little bit after the beginning of the third quarter. And that's when that alien guy fucking put up another 21 points.
Tom Brady's not human.
He's fucking alien.
Something going on with that. Look, he doesn't age. I'm telling you, look up pictures of him when he first started in the NFL. He looks better today.
I did after you said that. There's a picture of him like 4 years in where he looks like an old man.
Yeah.
And then literally 2 pictures later, he looks like he's in his teens again.
He has found the fountain of youth. Something's up.
The fountain of youth. You know what that is, though? Monsters, Inc.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they got him. He has got it in an IV, I'm sure.
I think they got it.
Something's keeping that man young.
In a patch, like a nicotine patch.
Mm-hmm. I did too, Dana, and I got in trouble because Babels had gotten all kinds of snacks and stuff because, you know, it's sports ball day.
Sports ball day.
All we really want to do is participate and have an excuse to eat. Everybody knows I like food holidays. So she had gotten all kinds of snacky stuff and things, and I just slept the whole day.
I fucking slept through the Saturday night show just like you did.
Oh, the weekend review?
Yeah.
You think I slept through the weekend review?
I had a couple gummies and I was laying there on the couch and I blinked my eyes and it was time for it to end. And then all of a sudden it popped on and you were on the screen and you're like, oh, I almost fell asleep. I'm thinking.
Yeah. I was laying there listening because sometimes I'll lay there and have it on my chest towards the end, just laying there, listening, waiting to come back on. And yeah, I almost do go out. Babels makes fun of me all the time because I really do think I can just lay down. That's what happened at the Super Bowl. No, that's what happened at the Super Bowl. I do it all the time. I'll convince myself I can just lay down for a minute. I'm just going to rest my eyes. And I wake up like 4 hours later.
Yeah. There is no eye resting.
I do it all the time. I'll be like, I can lay here and listen to the end.
Hey, where's that magazine? The Bread and Circuses magazine.
Oh, let me find that. That is great, isn't it?
Yeah.
I made that in my little editing, my visual editing thing that I got.
That is glorious. It looks real.
I'm getting good at it. I got to find it, though. Let me find it. I'm pulling up my Facebook. That loads for me faster than Gab when my live is going. Gab's getting better, though. It's really getting better. I'm liking it. I didn't have no problems with it at all yesterday.
No, me either.
It was moving fast for me, even.
I plugged my computer directly into my Wi-Fi with the Ethernet cord. Dude, it's like 10 times faster. It's amazing. It's before it's almost like it reads my mind. It'll fucking click on some shit before my finger even hits the click.
It's a world of difference. Yeah, I made this little magazine, awesome. Bread and Circus magazine. I think I'm going to get this printed out and put it on the wall when I finally paint in here. This is great. World's best sports ball player. But I called it. I knew it. He does not lose Super Bowls. This man is a winner.
Nope.
He walked into the Super Bowl like a winner without a mask.
What
do you think that was about? Because he's in the club. He's on the payroll and a protected soul. So why did he walk in maskless? Was that to mock the population?
No.
Or does you just really think Tom Brady feels like nothing can touch him? He's just no Rona could touch him.
Oh, that's what that was about.
He's like, I'm Rona proof. I'm Tom Brady. I will defeat the Rona. I have 8 Rona rings.
Distraction, man. Bread and circuses.
No, but it's a highly publicized event. He has a team of people that he doesn't even get himself dressed. You see what I'm saying? So he's walking in on camera, knows he's on camera. I don't feel like that was an accident. I feel like he never masks up. I feel like we just found out Tom Brady is a non-masker.
He's an anti-masker.
Yeah.
In the community.
Well, so is Fauci.
Yeah. Yep.
But, I think that was a message to people. I always do, though. I'm paranoid.
Yeah. I couldn't believe that lady called the cops, kept trying to call the cops on people without masks on at the Super Bowl.
Sure you can. That's what they're encouraging everyone to narc. Even social media sites are doing it. Having people with upgraded accounts like Twitter's Birdwatch to narc on people.
Yeah. That's going to happen on Facebook. You watch.
Oh, yeah. That is great, though. I think I should come out with this magazine, actually, and start.
I like it.
Get it off the ground. Start running with it. Just cover sports ball.
TSYS Sports.
I think people would like that. It would be funny. Sports covered from someone that doesn't even watch the damn games, just calls them like, the women that used to participate when I worked in this factory, we used to do this football pool. And there was women in the office that would just pick based off colors and mascots. And they would win sometimes. I'll just call sports like that. And be like, look, a tiger would definitely beat a falcon in a fight. So I'm going with the falcon. We're going with the tigers.
You would have to change your shit, though. You can't talk like Shawn Yankey. You would have to be like, good afternoon, everybody. This is Friday, the 8th, and today, because you gotta drown everything, because you gotta make you're gonna be there for about 6 hours.
Dude, I gotta learn how to do a Harry Carey impression then, because I want to sound like him.
You gotta drag that shit on. Today's sports ball game, Tom Brady Could have been his 11th trip.
I got to listen to more sports radio. You clearly listen to more sports radio than I do.
Oh, I used to listen to it fucking constant, man, day and night for years.
Oh, you got it down.
Oh, yeah.
CJ says the Eagles beat Tom Brady's ass, but did they do it in the Super Bowl, sir?
But were they there at the big sports baller game thingy?
Tom Brady does not lose Super Bowl games. Unless he's paid to. I really think the one times that he did, because what he did, he lost like 3. I'm lying, but he lost like 3 of them, right? But I think every time it was because he was supposed to.
Dude.
You know, like a boxer throwing a fight.
My thing on Brady is Patriots versus Rod Woodson and the Raiders. And it was fucking 3 feet of snow. It was coming down. You couldn't even see the players and shit. It was snowing so hard. And they were down by a touchdown and a field goal. Fourth quarter, Brady fucking just one at a time, man. 3 yards, 3 yards, 5 yards, 7 yards. And then he's fucking boom, hits the long one. Touchdown. So then now all of a sudden they're down by a field goal. They do the onside kick, get the ball back, come back. No, they're down by 2 because of they missed an extra point. So fucking they come back, get all the way down, and then on comes the kicker, and out came the snowblower. Fucking dude comes running out from maintenance during the commercial break, runs a snowblower straight up the line, and then accidentally goes a little bit off track and then back online. And fucking that's where they placed the ball. Boom, kick, good. And then they fucking went to the Super Bowl.
He's the golden boy. He gets away with everything.
No matter what, man. But that drive before that, dude, it was bang, 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 bang. And I don't even know how he was getting his footing.
Oh, he's gifted. He didn't get his position for nothing. He's got a work ethic like crazy. You know, you can't take nothing away from him. He really does have a terrific work ethic, but I think he's a very connected guy.
Yeah, I think
much more than a sports baller.
I think he's able to keep his energy lower than most people. You know, like they say, even keel. I think that's the total definition of what he's got going on.
I saw an interesting article, and I don't know if you heard about this, but maybe you have. Why is America getting a new $100 billion nuclear weapon?
Because they're sweet.
They're sweet? What are we going to use it on? Just to have it? Just to be like, I got this. You don't.
They're sweet. They're pretty sweet.
I might use it if I feel like it.
It's just cool, you know? I mean, why do 40-year-olds buy Corvettes? Why do single 40-year-olds buy Corvettes?
And look, is that it? You got to spend $800 billion a year, so you might as well buy something cool.
Well, yeah, it's Brewster's Millions. Now it's 750 billions. Brewster's 750 billions, and you got to spend it on something.
It's crazy. They should all spend it on the ShawnYankeyShow.com.
That is exactly what they should.
That's where they really need to spend their money.
You son of a bitch. That should have been in there the whole time. Like just
it should have.
The whole time.
You were talking to me about that earlier. I need to get better about promoting it. But yes, the website. Go to the website. And right now, though, the videos aren't loading in. I got to find a way to get them to, because I got to get with Mark, because we're on the sister channel. This is connected to the Shawn Yankey Show channel. So the videos down here, see, nothing. Because we're not on that channel. Remember, we're in trouble.
Oh, so you got to add me on stuff.
Yeah, I got to figure out how he did that and plug that one in too, and then it'll work. But eventually we'll be streaming. We'll be right there and directly on the channel, and you can go there and comment on the website. It'll be a direct feed to the website. That's where I eventually want to be. But for now, we have fantastic posts like this one from yesterday that is very good, and you should go check it out, because you need to know this information, how to survive the new normal.
You must know this.
You must. So go check that out. I'm going to put the link to it in the comments when I come back. But yeah, I'm proud of the website, and it turned out really good. I really like everything that Mark did on the website, and thanks again, Mark, for doing all that. But look, he's got it all arranged neat. You can get to the videos, to our video archive, pulls up all the.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, and they'll all play right there. You know, if I select one, it'll pull right into there and play right there.
Are those all there or from YouTube?
They're pulling it from the YouTube channel. But again, that'll be something else because that's all comes with the WP stream, the WordPress stream, the ability to have more gigs of storage to keep real videos on the site instead of having them embedded. So these are future things that they'll actually be on the site. But right now they're pulling them from the YouTube, which I would really like to connect my Rumble instead.
Yeah.
So that they're more secure. I'm trying to start paying more attention to Rumble.
You know what you could do? Right here where you're at right now, you could have, the Shawn Yankey show at the top, and then you right above where it says videos, YouTube, and then have another page where it looks exactly identical, and then right above videos say Rumble, and then you could have them separated.
Yeah.
Which would fill up your page too.
Yeah, that would be cool. But yeah, I'm trying to work on this more and more. I been kind of lazy on the site for the last 2 weeks. Honestly, I want to try to get at least one article and post up a week and be kind of consistent with it.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed that I dropped the ball the last couple of weeks, but you can really tell it too on the hits for the site. They just dropped
keep
off.
Keep posting your daily shows.
Yeah. I need to do that. That's easy. That's good content. But then I also need to think of other things I can do for content because there's a lot of stuff that I'm probably not thinking of that would be good to just generate hits and traffic to the website.
Right.
But go over there and look around and see how you like it. And if you have a WordPress account, like the post, see, look how lonely they are. This one, you got to have a WordPress account to do the like on here, though. But yeah, they're so lonely. And it won't let me like them myself. Like I'll like it and it'll take, but when I go back in, it's not there. Because it's like, no, you can't do that. It's not right. You didn't earn that like. I keep bringing this up. I don't know why. I just want to keep saying it.
You want people to know?
Yeah. It's something I saw on the internet and thought was interesting. But I'm going to come back over here now. I'm excited to play. I figured out a new version for our outro, I mean. And I made it neater.
Neater and sweeter?
Neater and sweeter. I'm always improving, getting better. It'll even be cooler once I get the editor down a little more and learn my animation software a little more. Not animation software, but the the graphic design program I use. I'm getting better with that too, though. I'm learning things.
The thingy program of the
the thing.
The thing.
Hey, if the president can do it, I can do it too.
Fuck yeah.
Because as Jones says, a brain dead zombie has his finger on the button.
She's talking about you, Shawn.
She is. I know. I was trying to put it off on Biden, and I knew you wouldn't let me get away with it.
No.
All right. Well, so what do you got going on today? What's going on with Paul today?
I got to do some shopping. I got to put some money in the bank, pay some bills. I got a lot of shit to do today.
I got a lot to do today too. I got to plan a show. I got to make a motivational video. I got to start working on this World's Fair video. I got to get that going. So I got to make that. I got a lot to do. And I got to take Babels out today and get her some boots.
Did you check on a recommendation on YouTube from last night? Somebody put in the comments.
What recommendation?
I forget what it was. It was in the comments about the World's Fair.
Oh, yeah, that channel. I haven't looked at it yet, but I could today. I need to do that today.
You never
know. These are my days off, Mondays and Tuesdays.
Yeah, me too. This is my day off.
Joan, the light's not on. I'm doing this with no light just to see how it looks.
I knew it.
I got in trouble. But look, there's no light. The light's not on.
See if you did the outro 5 minutes sooner.
And I don't think it looks bad. I didn't think I looked dim at all. I don't like that you can tell I'm not looking at the camera. I'm bad about looking at the camera. I look at the comments and Paul.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
I don't look at the camera.
Yeah. But mine's up higher. So you don't look like you're not looking at the camera. I do. Like you can tell I'm looking down.
Join us tonight for Tuesday Motivation Night.
Yeah. At the Shawn Yankey Show.
That's
on at 8 p.m. Eastern. And tonight is Motivation Night. And in addition to that, we are going to have a special reoccurring segment. This will be the first episode of it. Tony Smith is going to be on doing Truth Church. He's going to be giving us a lesson. I don't even know what we're learning about yet. He is in charge of that. It's going to be about a 45-minute segment with Tony. I'm thinking at around 8:30 mark. I'm going to do the beginning, motivation, and then we're going to cut to Tony. And I'm going to be the student. Me and the peeps will be the student during his lesson. And I want to do that pretty regular. I don't know how often.
I like it.
As often as Tony wants to do it. I'm thinking maybe once a month or, something like that. Have him back on. And because I want to learn about it. But I have trouble. I've never been able to finish the Bible. And I even have a version read by James Earl Jones.
Oh, wow.
I know. I have a fantastic version of the Bible to listen to, an audio version.
You would just be thinking of stormtroopers and shit.
I know it is nice to listen to, though. I love his voice. Yeah, Tony's great. So I like this idea, and I feel like it'll be cool. So we're gonna do that tonight and kick it off. That'll be neat. So come back for that, and then join us next Tuesday morning for the next episode of the Morning Yank. We gather every Tuesday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern, rather, and then the Shawn Yankey Show is fantastic. 8 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, I should do. I need to learn the radio voice for the advertisements.
Oh yeah, you do.
Although, one of my mentors in radio, in this whole talk situation is Howard Stern, and he got popular when he stopped doing that bullshit voice.
This is true, but
yes,
he started being himself. Of people, and he has a guy that does that voice for him.
He does
when he goes in and out of his commercial breaks.
Yep. That's what I need. I need a what's that guy on Joe Rogan that helps him? Jackie or I haven't watched it in a while since he went to Spotify.
No idea, man. I haven't seen him in years.
Isn't it weird how quickly we forget shit?
Yep.
He's been gone for like 2 months, and I've lost my memory. Started with a J, I think. But all right, guys, I'm gonna play the outro. You ready?
I'm ready.
I got the new music in it, so we should be fine. And then, so this is gonna be cool. We're gonna watch the outro. You guys, we'll see you next time. Have a good day.
Bye.